All right, Viper family, I wanted to show you two different rotors. So in the 350 millimeter OD, which fits basically everything non-ACR Gen 5 model, or Gen 4 ACR X front only, everyone else is using 355 millimeter outer diameter rotors. And Dodge has two different variations of this. So they have a 54 millimeter annulus here. The annulus is the width of the rotor surface, so you can see the widest point. So 54 millimeters there. And then they make a 63 millimeter version, and the 63 millimeter version was used on the ACR-X Gen 4 front only. It actually still used the 54 millimeter annulus on the rear of that car. And then predominantly where you'll find them in volume is the Gen 5 TA, 1.0, 2.0, and then it was an option as a track package, I'm told, for some of the base model Vipers. And the only change is the width of the annulus, which decreases as you increase the width and you keep the outer diameter the same, you decrease the size of the hat. So you've got a little bit smaller hat. This disc is from Gyro Disc. We don't currently produce the wider annulus version yet. We are. It's on the list of things to do. But this is the wider version from Gyro Disc. We'll throw both of them on the scale so you can see what the difference is in weight. Here I'll also just measure them just so you can kind of see. Let's zero that out. So there you go. You're looking at, right around, what is that? Yeah, right around 54 millimeter. There's the wettest spot. 53.9. So 54 millimeter annulus here, and then we'll measure this one. It's a 63 millimeter, but for the sake of transparency, we're here. Why not? So there you go, 63.2. So 54 millimeter, 63 millimeter, it's 9 millimeter difference in surface. So it gives you more surface area for better brake performance on the track. Now, this is a track modification. If this is just for a street car and you're only street driving the car, there's a little bit of a weight penalty to factor in going to the 63 millimeter annulus because it's a heavier rotor. So let's put them on the scale first. Okay, so here is the Speed by Design 54 millimeter or standard annulus width, 18.85 pounds. So very light. All right, now we're going to go to the wide version. And we go to 21.15 pounds. So 2.3 pounds difference, 2.3 pounds per corner. So, about 10 pounds worth of rolling mass over 4 wheels. So again, if this is a, dedicated track car, it may make sense to go to this option. These will drop in even the Gen 3, Gen 4 base model cars. The rotors are swappable. So if your car comes with these and you want to stick with these and it's just a dedicated street car, I fully understand. If you bought your Viper to live on the track, you might consider going to, it's a little bit heavier rotor, but you're going to get more surface area for braking power. There is a difference in the pads. This hat is obviously a taller hat, therefore the pad height has to be a little bit shorter. So this is going to be FMSI pad shape. We call it D968. There's another part number you may find, D810. It's the same drawing under two different, same pad shape under two different part numbers. So D810 or D968 is going to be for those that have the 54 millimeter annulus. And then for those that have the track package, TA 1.0, 1.2, with the 63 millimeter annulus, you're going to be using the D1001 pad shape. They are identical. The only difference is in the height. So if you see, obviously the hat is now a little bit smaller because you've got more surface area, and you will see that the pad shape is roughly 9 millimeters shorter. Otherwise, it's identical. So depending upon what rotor you have, if your car has one-piece cast discs on it right now, you're going to be using this pad shape, D968. So if you've got one-piece cast rotors, D968 is what you're going to use on your existing rotors. If you have two-piece rotors, it's really important. If it's a Gen 3, Gen 4 car, this is what you're going to have. Unless it's ACR-X, you're going to have the more narrow annulus width with the D968 pad. And if you have a Gen 5 car, this is where it gets tricky. If you're a Gen 5 car and you have two-piece rotors, you got to measure. You have to measure. because already I've had some customers that had one or the other and didn't realize. So there's two different pad shapes on the Gen 5 cars, really important. Go grab you a caliper, measure the width of your annulus, and then if you've got the 63 millimeter height, you need the D1001 pad. So I hope that helps provide a little bit of guidance on what to order and why to order it. And again, we are going to make the wide width annulus. They're in actually design phase now, and they'll be out sometime this fall. So that'll give you two options to choose from, but I hope that makes a bit more sense about your factory brake options. See ya.